Alright, what's up, guys? We are back here with another review, and today we are continuing our Stephen King reviews. And we've already reviewed Stephen King's A Good Marriage, Apt Pupil, Carrie 1976, Carrie 2 The Rage, Carrie 2002 remake, and the 2013 Carrie remake. Now we are looking at the 1979 miniseries Salem's Lot. Now, this has been turned into a movie. It's 3 hours and 4 minutes. But this is renowned as a classic. And I understand why, but I have a lot of issues with this one. My main issue is that it drags on for a horribly long time. This movie does not need to be, it could at least have an hour chipped off of it. It's literally about a town that gets invaded by vampires, and this guy shows up to stop it. And I guess he got alerted through this, like, what? The story for this movie really doesn't make sense to me. It had good parts, but this movie was just not that good in my opinion. I liked parts of it, but I'm sorry if a lot of you people like this movie. That's okay, but I personally did not like a majority of it. So, Salem's Lot. This is based off of a Stephen King story, and it actually has a 2004 remake, which is a well, we will not be doing the 2004 remake because I'm pretty sure it's a TV show or a miniseries that's more than 2 episodes. If the miniseries is more than 2 episodes, I'm not looking at it because that just takes a long time. I may look at it in the far future, but this also has a 1987 sequel, A Return to Salem's Lot, which I have not seen yet. Which we will probably be reviewing after this, A Return to Salem's Lot. But, oh, god damn it. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. This movie has it has its charms, but all in all, this movie really doesn't need to be this long. I'm sorry. It is way too long. That's the main problem. Okay, let's talk about the movie. The movie starts off with this guy. He's like in the, I think it was somewhere in Mexico, if I remember correctly. And I watched this last night. I gave myself a whole day to think about it. So he's in Mexico, and I guess he's this author guy. And he made this book called Air Dancer. And it's about gay guys, I think. I can't remember correctly. But he's down in like Mexico or something, and he is making like holy water or something, and one of the water vials glow blue. I guess these water vials like connect to the vampires or something. They're like vampire beacons, so they can find where the vampire is. The plot of this movie is kind of filled with holes, that kind. But he goes to this town. It's like a mountain town or something, and he goes up there, and he goes up to this mountain town, and I guess he gets there, and he says he's there to write a book. And everybody just wondering, why did he come there to write a book? Well, I guess he's there to, like, kill this fucking vampire or something. But he sees this house. And it's the house right there in the picture. And he calls it evil or something. See, this is the point of the movie that I don't get. He looks at this house and he calls it evil. And he says, like, evil gets attracted. This story really doesn't make sense at all now that I'm thinking about it. I may give it a really bad review because, personally, I didn't like it that much. I've seen way better vampire movies than this. God damn it, I'd prefer Daybreakers over this movie. This movie was extremely boring. So, oh fuck. So he stays there a while. He falls in love with this woman. He meets her parents, and he's with this woman, and this rich guy buys the house on the hill, and everybody but the author thinks he's the only person that thinks there's something wrong with him is the author, because he fucking knows this guy's weird. The book may be way better than this, but this fucking movie sucks horribly. I hate this goddamn movie. And I'm thinking about it more and more here. This movie is bad, okay? It's just... So there's like so many useless things in this movie just to tack on time. There's a scene where the author meets, because apparently he used to fucking live at this town. And he was with, he left when he was like 11 years old. And he came back and he meets one of his old teachers and he has a drink with him or something, dinner. And they hang out, and then people start like disappearing around town. There's a kid that disappears, and then his brother disappears, and then his mom and his dad. People disappear all over town. The author has this woman now, and her mother disappears, and one of the cops gets bitten. And then they have a funeral for the kid. Oh, god damn it. And then we get this scene where I feel like it turns into this episode of fucking King of the Hill or Jerry Springer or something. It's not Jerry Springer, Seinfeld. There's this scene where this guy, he's a fat guy, and he has this woman. And this other guy steals his woman. And I guess... So the story here is he has this trip that so this like fucking David Hasselhoff type guy has the fat guy's woman as a secretary. And the fat guy's wondering if they're cheating on him. So the fat guy calls... shit. The fat guy calls up calls up a couple of the other guys in town to take this delivery while he figures out they're cheating. There's this whole useless part where they find out that he's cheating on them, and then eventually the author guy and the woman are down by the lake. They make out there. They come back, and the guy is dead in his car because apparently he teleported from there to the lake. This movie is goddamn terrible. So then let's skip to the epic climax of this movie. So the delivery was to go pick up this big box, right? And it had the vampire master in it. I forget what they fucking call him, but he's like this dark blue vampire. He's got yellow eyes and razor sharp teeth. And he looks like fucking Nosferatu. The makeup was pretty good on it, but pretty good for a made-for-TV movie or a miniseries. But that doesn't save this movie from being terrible. And that guy on the cover there, is actually the head vampire. That's him. So this head vampire is being kept in the basement of the evil house. And the guy that takes care of him is the rich guy that bought the house. and he opened up an antique shop there. But the epic climax of this movie is the one surviving kid in town, the author, the author's girlfriend's dad are bursting into the house trying to. Well, the author and his girlfriend's dad burst into this house, and they find the kid in there, and the author tells him to run out, and he does. So the kid gets away, and then his girlfriend's dad walks up the stairs, and he tries to open this one door, and then he looks behind him, and the rich guy comes out, and all the fucking sudden, this rich old dude picks the dad up. It just lifts him in the air like he's fucking Mike Tyson or something, and there's this wall of antlers behind him. Who the fuck has a wall of just random ass, not even double antlers? It's just like one antler here, one antler here. It's the weirdest fucking shit I've seen, and he rams them into the antlers. It's like the only reason that was there is to kill somebody. And then he shoots 5 shots into his chest and kills him. So you're telling me you have the ability to lift someone up by their neck like you're Mike fucking Tyson, but... So you're telling me you have super strength, but you die by a bullet. I don't really get this. Like, when he killed the dad, it looked like he was a guy with superpowers or something, but nope. He just random ass killed somebody. And then, yeah, so his girlfriend, the author's girlfriend is trapped in this house. And she's nowhere to be found. So he goes down the basement, kills the vampire overlord, and gets out. So he goes outside with the kid. The kid helps him kill the vampire overlord, by the way. The kid comes back in. So he goes out with the kid, and they burn the house down with the woman inside it. And he said, "I'm sorry, whatever the fuck your name is." 2 years later, he's at that same building in Mexico. And he's getting holy water again, and the vial turns blue again. They found another vampire. So he takes this kid, and they go down to find her, and they find this hut. They go inside the hut, and it's the girlfriend, but she's a vampire now. So he stakes her, and the movie ends. What would I rate Salem's Lot? Oh, god damn it. I feel like I'm going to get murdered for this one, but I'm sorry. This movie just doesn't do it for me. Oh, I'm going to give it a C. I'm giving Salem's Lot a C. So remember to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll be back here with more.